Girls on Panzer's Finale Part 3 Review. Warning, contains spoilers to previous parts. Once again, we return to reviewing the end of one battle at the start of another. As Girls on Panzer's Finale appears to be very keen on using cliffhanger endings, the start of Part 3 sees Orai Girls Academy led by Miho Nishizumi having it seems to be the upper hand against the Imperial Japanese-inspired team Jihatan. The school was general method of fighting is to charge it constantly without any consideration of retreating. That was until the end of Part 2, when they finally did retreat, albeit a charge of retreat. The battle sees Jihatan deploying amphibious tanks, and a battle taking place in the jungle at night, which among other things does lead to some mixed use of CGI animation. They use live rounds including tracer bullets, does light up the screen wonderfully, adding atmosphere to the battle, but when you see the characters being animated with CGI, it returns to looking disappointingly clunky. Once more, I guess who wins the battle by virtue of the fact that this is a 6-part series. Following the conclusion of this fight, we see coverage of the other quarterfinals of the winter continuous. Truck Cup, the German-inspired Koromorimine, knock out the Russian-influenced Pravda. The tea-drinking British-influenced Saint Gloriana have an easy win against the Italian-inspired Anzio. But in the shock result, the American-influenced Saunders are eliminated from the competition by the school who become Orai semi-final opponents. Jadkosota, a school inspired by Finland who specialize in guerrilla warfare, fighting in a snow-laden battlefield. The Finns, surprisingly, have the advantage, using tanks hidden in giant snowmen and their secret weapons, a studio nicknamed the White Witch. In Part 2, it actually became the dominant elements of Das Finale, and this is the latest installment. It is ever more substantial. We didn't see much of the more personal side of the characters, with the witness Orai student council putting together a yearbook, and we also see the Jakosota schoolship, which seems to be celebrating Christmas. Whether it's actually Christmas is not alluded to, with no mention of Christmas being made in the anime, but given all the Santa outfits and Christmas market stalls, it could be about that for the Jakosota students. It's Christmas every day. Most of the collection is devoted to the actual battles, and they are exciting, especially the final moments of this part, which indicate a big hurdle that Miho now has a tackle. Again, this is a brave watch at around an hour. If you count the extras, these include yet another overshort, this one being Daikon War, in which the anglerfish team tried to track down the representative of the school council's agricultural department, but at first this appears to consist of normal countryside. The further the girls travel on horseback, the more it is revealed that this area has a Wild West vibe, complete with girls who appears to be dressed as Native Americans, and when they finally find the department representative, James, she's taking on the guise of a sheriff who is hunting a daikon stealing outlaw. This is certainly the funniest part of the collection, mainly because of this weird shift into a western. Other extras in the collection include Texas opening and closing promos, and trailers. It would be good to see Part 4. The only problem is that it isn't finished yet, given that the 3 previous parts were released in 2017, 2019, and 2021, respectively. It seems most likely that Japan will get Part 4 next year, but when it will be released in English, is anyone guess. Looks like we are going to have a long wait. 8 out of 10.